know y'all wondering, where is Thelma at? I have been sick. I was down for the count for almost, well, over a week. Yeah, well over a week. Yeah. And I didn't have a cold. I don't know why I keep saying cold, but I had the flu/COVID. Yeah, my husband looked up the symptoms that I had, and only thing I didn't have that COVID was diarrhea. But I had all the other symptoms. I haven't gotten my taste buds back. Yesterday was Thanksgiving, and I could barely taste it. I'm shaking up some Flotral, so that's what y'all hear in the background. I could barely taste the food. My dressing, it was just... But I'm saving me some. I got to taste that stuff. Well, since I'm back now and I still have a cough. So when I talked to the advice nurse, she said you'll probably have a cough for a couple of weeks. And I hope that's not the point. Hope that doesn't happen to me, because that cough had my chest so inflamed that you can just hear crackling in my chest. And that was no fun either, because I could barely breathe. And all the stuff is trying to come up now, but still having a problem with that. I hope you guys feel better. And if you guys don't, y'all got the flu, or the cold or COVID, put that in the description so I can say a prayer for you. Yes, I did say prayer for you that don't like me speaking about God. I'm going to. Yes, I am. And I will say a prayer for you if you don't want me to. Anyway, sorry. Sound like an old smoker, huh? But today's video, I am still doing Christmas colors, because my last one I did the red, green, and white, and it actually did come out really pretty. I'll show you a picture of that at the end. But it came out really pretty. I had to work on it, because I think it was the white that I had. It just did not. It was doing some crazy things. I think it was doing like bubbles or something that I didn't want, but I can't remember the video. But anywho, I am making up some more red. And this video I am going to do excuse me. Last year my colors were now I'm coughing. My colors were purple, gold, and white. So this vase is going to mimic my colors from last year. This year I haven't decided yet. I have containers that have green in it, some reds, and I usually take like green and mix it with something else, or green and gold and silver, or red and gold and silver. So that's what I'm making my vases up this Christmas, so that I'll have Christmas colors. So next year, when I am in the craft fair, I will be dropping them and selling them, because they were looking for Christmas items. If you are new to my videos and my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. For my OGs, hello, 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 looky-loos, I love you too. Peace to you all and blessings. So I have a metallic purple, and y'all know my favorite color is purple. And I did this white, and I think it's going to be too thick, but I'm doing it anyway. And I'm having regular purple and gold. I'm putting gold in this one. And you guys will see that I will probably alternate between gold and silver, because I have a ton of gold and silver bulbs and decorations at home that I use. Those are my main colors, but I would, rotate out the other colors. Like I said, last year was purple and gold. Well, since I have a whole lot of white here, white is going to be my base coat. We will pour this on here. Let's get pouring. Yeah, it's cold here in my studio. I have a heater I could put on, but we'll see. We will see if I get colder and want to... Uh-oh. I need some butane. Butane. Fill my butane up. Y'all just getting it all, huh, today. Let that flow in there. Let's see if that helped. Yep, that helped. That got it. Ooh, it smells like butane in here now. I only did it a little bit. Maybe I'll turn this, my burner up just a little. Oh, it's not up that much either. Here we go. Get them bubbles up there. I see that I got a little, I think inside of the white container at the bottom was a little bit of boogies that I didn't get out. And it's that thick paint. Anywho, Purdue. Did I shake this one up? Yeah, I shook it up. Well, how was your Thanksgiving? Mine was small. Put your comments in the bottom. I want to know, because I read your comments and I do reply to everybody. Not that and not just because there's just a little bit of people that make comments, but just because I like reaching out to you guys and like talking to you guys. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. I got some bubbles in here because I just shook them all up and I just made them. So this is a metallic purple right here. But yeah, ours was small. My sister was supposed to come over, but she didn't. She wasn't feeling good either. So this morning I went and took her a plate. And she was happy. But I wasn't feeling up to taking her a plate yesterday. Actually, my husband would have went. But I didn't think about it. Because he did say he wanted to take her a plate. And I just lost my mind. It just flew out of my mind what he said later on. We stayed at home and we watched this movie called 65 Million Years. It's called 65, but it was like 65 million years before everything. And it's supposed to be dinosaurs. My husband was so bored. I was like, I just want to try it and see what it's about. But I'm scary. And, you know, when them dinosaurs popped up and started chasing after them, I was under a cover. I can't watch scary movies. That's just not me. And he was like, this is not supposed to be a scary movie. It's supposed to be, you know, like drama or action. But it was still scary to me. How is that side over there? I said I was going to redo my studio and put the table in the middle so that I can walk around it. Because I have enough room. But I haven't done it yet. I'll do it in the springtime when I'm out here. I'm probably using it more. Tell me, in the wintertime, a lot of people watch movies, watch a lot of YouTube. What movies do you guys recommend? Oh, I don't like the way that gold is pulling through. Nope, I don't. But you know what? It did it on my other vase, and it looked really nice. So, no telling how these things gonna dry. So now, oh, I was doing white, huh? Doing white. Uh-oh. I think that's just clunks of paint. And not so much of those boogies. Purple. I'm going to alternate two with the other purple. Because that's metallic purple. And gold. Then I'm going to put this other purple on top of that one. Ooh, purple is so pretty. Excuse me. Since this is a little bitty one, this will probably be a really quick video. So what I have been doing since the shutdown, since we back open now, y'all know that. They still trying to get our pay together. They'll get it together. They gave us something, but not all of it. I started a microbrewery. Not brewery, bakery. Oh, can I bleep that out? Bakery. So, I don't know if you guys know, but I graduated from the Culinary Academy in 2003. Yeah, that was a long time ago, huh? Well, I graduated from a school that was teaching cordon bleu, and I won awards, a lot of awards from the school and everything, and I competed in every competition there was. This is not enough paint. Let's try this. And I had a catering business. This is when I lived in Southern California, and I was a caterer. I had a catering business for about 3-4 years, and came home. My mom got sick. I left the business in Southern California, and I was going to come here in Northern California and still have the business, but people in Northern California was not willing to pay what they were paying in Southern California. I was getting moolah in Southern California, and I didn't want to change the quality of my food, or just to try and get a job. I had very good quality food. It was made from a chef, and I hired people from the Culinary Academy, and I just was not going to or willing to just, downgrade myself for them. I had high-end catering things, and I just didn't want to, and Sacramento just didn't want to pay it, so I stopped catering. But I did events that people knew, they knew me, and they wanted food, good food. So I just kept it to word of mouth. And now I'm like, you know what? With the shutdown, that kind of opened my eyes. It's like, honey, boom, you better start thinking for a way, if something else comes up with the government, to make money. And so I decided to do a micro bakery. I passed the ServSafe test the other day, and I only got 5 wrong. It was 40 questions, and I got 5 wrong. Well, I only got 2 wrong. The other 3 I got 50% of it right. And I knew I was going to ace it because I was taking very good notes during they call it the training part of the videos. And it just brought back, memories when I took it before. And I did really good then because we had a really good teacher. Plus, when I took it when I was in 2003, when I took it, we had an open book. So it was easy to pass. Anyway, I opened up the micro bakery. I have been baking and my father-in-law, him and my husband saw each other while I was sick, and they were out fishing. And I sent some focaccia and some white bread with them. I'm not sure if it's my first sourdough, because I think when I was in school that I made a sourdough. It's just a matter of, being consistent, feeding the starter and things like that you have to do. But I made a starter, and my husband didn't think the starter was going to be ready because it was only 7 days. And starters have to get that funk in it, I should say. And mine had a little bit of funk, but believe me, when I was baking that, my house smelled like sourdough, and the taste was there too. It didn't come out as big as I wanted it to. I have to, one thing I have to do is start learning and being consistent with the grams. I was using the cup and tablespoon method, but I'm learning that the grams is better with using for bread. So I'm gonna have to go to grams. I got me a digital scale in the mail. It should be here soon. I have one at home, but I want to have one for my bakery. I am not going to be baking at home, but I'm going to be baking at my other house. You guys know the other house that I have my studio in. And I said, you know what? I need to use that house for something. And, you guys know that I rent out rooms for traveling nurses. Then I just stopped doing it. So I am going to have my micro bakery. It's called a cottage store, cottage bakery, something like that. So I went on to California Laws to find out what, and I have my logo that I designed. I made labels, just buying different products. I'm gonna go on to, excuse me, to Facebook Market, and there's bakeries all over that are closing, or they just have supplies that I'm gonna buy from them. And yeah, just start moving and grooving, getting ready. California does not inspect your storefront, but they do come, and they call it a safety plan, where they come in and they do look at where you're going to be selling at, and you have to have a check mark from that checklist that they give you of things that you need to do, and you can say that you've improved. So I'm moving and grooving. I joined this girl, I won't say girl, this lady. She's a young lady. Her baking thing, it cost me, and she had some tips on there. I didn't learn a lot from there, because what she was just basically saying was, you need to find out in your area, you need to go to your area. So it kind of deterred me from watching her whole video, because most of her video that she was talking about, I had already started these things. I had already designed my labels. I already knew about the serve safe. Just different things. But she did have a spreadsheet on how to do your weigh-in things, and how do you come up with a good price for your item. So you put in there, 50 pounds of bread and things like that, and then how much you want to sell them for. And that was a lot of help. So I may keep the program, I may not, because a lot of it I cannot use. So I'm just like, I already gone forward with it, because she has a lot on labeling, and she couldn't tell me a lot on labeling because it's based on your state. So her tutorials were based on your state. You have to go to your state to find out this information. I'm like, so why did I buy this program if I got to go to my state? So She said money back guarantee, so we will see. We will see. There's a lot of white in this. So I am going to... Oop, that didn't let me pour. That's clogged. Let's see about this one. That one did. This is the metallic one. Just to give a little bit of the purple coming down. Because it's pretty. It's pretty. It's pretty. And when I push it over, it kind of messes it up. But I got too much at the bottom. It's Black Friday and people are out. I didn't feel like buying anything this year. It was just, nothing I really wanted, because for my grandkids, I start early in the years. If I see a good sale on something, or it's something that they need, like my kids tell me their kids need this or that, I will buy it for them. And y'all got y'all gifts already. Like my grandkids, they said they needed shoes to start school. I bought each of them 2 pairs of shoes. But my little one, my grandson, he's the little one. My daughter told me that he needed some clothes. So we're going to San Diego next week for a week. I'm going to take them to go buy him some clothes. And then I'm going to wrap them up. He going to see them, but he ain't going to remember. I'm going to wrap them up, and I am going to have him open them for Christmas. Yes, I am. He had enough trucks. Enough. So let me bring you in, because I think it's enough on here. I know that. I need some water. Running my mouth. And I got kind of parched. Let me bring you in. Hold on a moment. So these were my colors last year. Purple, gold, and white. So I have a lot of white bulbs too. Purple. That's going to dry pretty. And this bottom I just saw. Like little openings right there. I just pat them. Excuse me. Excuse me. See how that gold comes out like that? If you guys know why, put in the comments. Help a girl out. Maybe because it's a metallic in there, but I don't see the other purple doing that. That's going to be pretty. That picture is going to be pretty. Yeah. Look at the psychedelical. Hold on a second. I'll take it off and I'll get ready for the painting. Okay, it closed in just a little bit. Let's get that side. Come on. This paint was thick. Oh, I see. I didn't blow it off. Oops, caught my finger. I see a boogie over here, but it's gonna come off. Come back to the center. Go over to the side. Come on. Whoop, come back to the center. Let me get that side while I remember. Come over to this side. Sales. That's what I was trying to remember earlier. These sales get thick, get popping. Come back to this side. I think that boogie fell off. Go back to the center. That's pretty, huh? Going back to that center. That's pretty. I got all the colors in there. Check the sides. I'll be right back. Bring you in closer. Take these gloves off so it won't get all on my white. Yeah, I'm painting with a white sweatshirt on. I know y'all got something to say. Hold on a minute. That's pretty. Little more white. Uh-oh. Look at the sails coming open. There's bubbles. There's color breaking through on here. The purple underneath. Ooh, that's pretty. Look, that gold. That's kind of vibrant, huh? Yeah. Look at that psychedelic part right there. The lining of the white is lined in the purple. That's pretty. Yes. Ooh, look how rich that corner looks. Goodness, goodness, goodness. You know, that's why I like purple. That's a rich color there. Yeah, if I just had a little bit less white, I think this would have been perfect. The white is, I mean, the color, purple colors and everything are underneath. Hopefully the sails, let me see if I can burn this white a little bit, open up some more sails, will come through because it has some color underneath there. Well, I thank you. I appreciate you. Deuces, this is another one of my Christmas colors that are coming through. Watch next week's video to see what colors I decided then. Bye.